Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the long game season 1 has concluded. It gave opportunities to all types of drivers, young and old, bold and timid, controller users and keyboard users alike. Over 20 monster trucks were chosen by each and every one of our drivers, game fans and officials, that they are capable of putting on a show wherever they go. No matter the challenge, these drivers put their heart and soul into each competition they enter, and it gave us some of the greatest moments that Rings of Rods Monster Jam has ever seen. And that brings us here to the Royal Farms Arena in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland, for this prestigious event. Tonight, we have dedicated categories and awards for those who stood the test of time and shined above the rest. 9 categories have been prepared, so 9 drivers will be going home with a golden trophy with their name and truck on it. So, without further ado, let us commence the Long Game Season 1 Awards Ceremony. Our first category is for drivers who pushed the pedal to the metal and absolutely sent their 12,000-pound monster trucks high into the air, giving the fans a good photo opportunity in the process. These are your nominees for Extreme Air of the Season. Cora Solera, Goldberg, Orlando, Florida. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Tampa, Florida. Tropical Thunder, Chase Seaver, Tampa, Florida. Trenton Ray, Bustin' Loose, St. Louis, Missouri. Your winner for Extreme Air of the Season is Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction. Come on up.
All right, well, it's pretty interesting to win an award. I mean, I never thought I'd win an award for anything, and I realize that's kind of a cliche thing to say, but you know, I started doing this a really long time ago, and I started it, you know, when I was very young, and didn't really do it for very long. I didn't really think I was a very good driver. So I took a lot of time off, and about 8 years later I came back and I found that the people actually remembered who I was when I was trying hard to remember to not remember what I was doing back then. But I think, you know, it means a lot to be here and to be part of another league and to actually, you know, feel like I'm confident enough to compete and to kind of hold my own against an entire field of trucks and I guess an entire, you know, group of drivers who are younger and hungrier than I am. I think it's really important to, you know, keep encouraging that among people and to, you know, keep you know, bringing up new stars and new drivers and, you know, future stars. I think it's really important. I've seen everybody. You know, I've seen the very beginning of the racing in Rigs of Rods, and now I'm here, you know, 10 years later for the present, and I'm happy to be here now. I'm happy to be here all this time later, and I'm happy to accept this award. So thank you very much.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction. Our next category is for those moments during our events that the drivers got a little of extra points during their freestyle. Except for one. These are your nominees for Wow Factor of the Season. Danny Werewolf, Executioner, Beaumont, Texas. Avenger, Trevor Alston, Tampa, Florida. Cora Solera, Goldberg, Orlando, Florida. Trevor Alston, the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, Atlanta, Georgia. And your winner for Wow Factor of the Season is Trevor Alston, Avenger.
I mean, Tampa was a big event that season. We already had two events there in Florida. Racing never really didn't go too well for us. I believe it was our second event in that new Avenger truck. It didn't do too well in Orlando. We had we wanted to go back into Tampa and put on a show for these fans. And I had that pirouette move planned for that weekend. I saw that mud in the middle of the track. I was thinking it'd probably be someone's surely gonna have to pull something out of that. So I decided to go in, see what I could do, and put on an amazing run, won it, and pulled wow factor of the season.
There you have it, Trevor Alston, driver of Avenger. Our next category is for those drivers that put up crashes that busted up their equipment and even sent a chill down fans' spine, even other competitors as well. These are your nominees for Crash Madness of the season. Trevor Alston, the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, Fellsmere, Florida. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Tampa, Florida. Jackson Mazzaros, Wrenchhead.com, Atlanta, Georgia. Dylan Pereira, the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, New Orleans, Louisiana. Cora Solera, Goldberg, St. Louis, Missouri. Your winner for Crash Madness of the season is Trevor Alston, the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Come on in.
Well, you know, we never really expected that to happen. Running Blue Thunder again, I think it was a new truck for us for the season. We went out in racing. We were looking for a win. It was a very challenging track, but coming down to that final straightaway, we just we lost the truck a little bit, and one tire grabbed clipped the wall, and just sent the truck rolling. It was one of the worst rollovers I think I've seen in a while and have experienced.
There you have it, Trevor Alston, driver of the built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Our next category is for those moments that Rigs of Rods just decides to bite the driver's back for using the platform and just does what it wants when it wants. Self-explanatory, right? We've all been there. These are your nominees for Rigs of Rods moment season. Broken Machine 92, Black Stallion, Fellsmere, Florida. Dylan Pereira, Gravedigger, Fellsmere, Florida. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Atlanta, Georgia. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, St. Louis, Missouri. And the winner for Rigs of Rods moment of the season is Dylan Pereira, Gravedigger.
You know, I just want to say thanks, Gad. Really getting an award all season, but you know, we worked hard and we had some tough competitors. And definitely, I really don't know what happened during that freestyle. Stuff happens, and you just go with it. That's pretty much it.
There you have it, Dylan Pereira, driver of Gravedigger. Our next category goes to the drivers that were on the verge of flipping over, but were somehow able to miraculously kick their truck back up onto all fours. These are your nominees for Save of the Season. Cora Solera, Goldberg, Orlando, Florida. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Tampa, Florida. Trenton Ray, Boston Loose, St. Louis, Missouri. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Fellsmere, Florida. Avenger, Trevor Alston, Orlando, Florida. Ugh. Seeing those still gives me goosebumps. So, without further ado, your winner for Save of the Season is Cora Solera Bird.
All right, so I actually won something this year. Anyway, that save in Orlando, that was just pure luck, and I'm surprised that won. But thank you. I thank the long game for actually giving me a chance through, all of the complete utter failures I went through this season. I'd say Orlando's was probably my best run of the season, although I haven't seen the footage of it yet, but I feel like the upcoming Navajo show was pretty darn good. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys will see some more BS saves in the future from me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Cora Solera, driver of Goldberg. Our next category goes out to the drivers who stuck their monster trucks on the back two tires and just sat back and rode it out on the wheelie bar. These are your nominees for Wheelie of the Season. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Atlanta, Georgia. Dylan Kearns, Predator, Fellsmere, Florida. Danny Werewolf, Executioner, Ellesmere, Florida. Trenton Ray, Bustin' Moves, St. Louis, Missouri. Jackson Mazzaros, Wrenchhead.com, Seattle, Washington. Your winner for Wheelie of the Season is Dylan Kearns, Predator.
During that race, when we launched, I was thinking, Tan was a tough competitor that night. I didn't think that I was going to be able to edge him out, and sadly I wasn't able to due to me messing up in the final corner. Then after the race, I was a tad bit pissed off, so I figured I might as well just pin it and go for the wheelie into the pits. That wasn't really planned, but it just kind of worked out. I just kind of went with it. But, I don't know, that's just what went on.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Kearns, driver of Predator. Our next category goes to the drivers who turned both front and rear steer to kick their trucks to either the left or right and floored it, resulting in a grant to the spin cycle zone. These are your nominees for Donut of the Season. Jackson Mazzaros, Wrenchhead.com, Fellsmere, Florida. Trevor, Seattle, Washington. Tropical Thunder, Chase Seaver, Atlanta, Georgia. Trevor Alston, built for Tough Blue Thunder, Atlanta, Georgia. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Beaumont, Texas. Your winner for Donut of the Season is Chase Seaver, Tropical Thunder.
I am surprised I've won this award. That I haven't done that well at all this season. Definitely in racing. Had some problems there. Hit the pole in Seattle. But freestyle, I would always try to tear it up and always add some donuts into the runs. Those donuts are fun to do. My truck's been running smoothly at all besides racing. I had so many crashes. Surprised how the truck still runs. So yeah. Honestly, I wish I could have made most finals, but no, work.
There you have it, Chase Siebert, driver of Tropical Thunder. Our next category is dedicated to the drivers who left it all out on the track and impressed both fans and judges throughout the entirety of their freestyle runs. These are your nominees for Freestyle of the Season. Cora Solera, Goldberg, Orlando, Florida. Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction, Tampa, Florida. Trenton Ray, Bustin' Loose, St. Louis, Missouri. Trevor Alston, the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder, Atlanta, Georgia. It's come to this. Your winner for Freestyle of the Season is Trenton Ray, Bustin' Loose.
Oh, what's up, guys? Thank you. Thank you for the Freestyle of the Year award. It's a pleasure. I'd like to thank all of my sponsors. I don't have any sponsors, but I'd like to thank them anyway. You know, for my first and only event that wasn't the World Finals, we came out there and we kicked everybody's booty. And I tell you what, that was an awesome freestyle, and it was truly a blast to be a part of this league.
There you have it, ladies and gents. Trenton Ray, Bustin' Loose. Our next category goes to the pair of drivers who kept fans and officials on the edges of their seats during a non-judged competition with nail-biting durations and jaw-dropping conclusions. These are your nominees for Race of the Season. Gravedigger versus Mr. Destruction, Fellsmere, Florida. Sudden Impact versus Execution, Tampa, Florida. Executioner versus Mr. Destruction, Atlanta, Georgia. The Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder versus Wrenchhead.com, Atlanta, Georgia. Avenger versus Executioner, Orlando, Florida. Winners for Race of the Season are Dylan Pereira, Gravedigger, and Jack Meredith, Mr. Destruction. Come on up.
All right, well, I'm not a very good racer, so I'm surprised we actually made it, to this, made it to this award. And this course was like just it was unreasonably difficult for me, just because I'm so loose and I'm not a very tight racer. But it's cool to have this kind of this kind of a race to look back at and have it actually be have it win an award for a great race, something that I've been a part of.
Yeah, it was definitely like something that we're not used to all season long. We had a lot of J-hook racing styles, and then they throw this kind of racing style course with the S course in. So it definitely brought out everyone's A game, and for us to come out like so cool.
Yeah, I was really impressed with what was going on. I mean, the fact that like, I didn't really go across the line first, but I still ended up moving on. I wish I could have really won it, but it's all good. I mean, I'm glad that this is, like I said, I'm glad this is an award. I'm glad that I managed to be a part of it, even though I'm kind of all right at racing. But I'm hoping to get better for next season.
Yeah, really we get those wrong calls every now and then in racing, but that happens every now and then, so you can't blame the officials.
Yeah, and trucks break and all that stuff, but we're again happy to be here. Got 2 awards, so I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
And so do you. You have 2 awards too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to get 1 award, but now having 2, it's an honor.
Now we're in the same boat. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Keep it going for our winners, Gravedigger and Mr. Destruction. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the Long Game Season 1 award ceremony. Many drivers and trucks were considered in contention for an award, but a fair and just vote was held, and these were the results. Unfortunately, with that being said, we must close the doors of the Long Game Season 1 and officially open the doors to Season 2. New trucks, new locations, and rising superstars of Rigs and Rods Monster Jam are sure to please crowds wherever they. It's been a fun night, but our time here is up, or else we'll have to pay more legal fees. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Deli, and we at The Long Game would like to thank you for a tremendous opening season. We'll see you all in Season 2 for Monster Jam, The Long Game. Take care.